Well, hello and welcome to another Tyrrell's Classic Workshop video. It's Ketchup time. We've had various bouts of progress on some of the jobs in the workshop. There's some we can share and some we can't, but we'll just see what's been going on. It's been a few weeks since we did one, so it's not often I nerd out on bulkheads, but on this occasion I think it's almost justified. This is an area, this is the Bentley S2/S3 that we are doing for our customer. The engine compartment, we're going to a lot of trouble with this car to make it look and work as beautifully as possible. And Alex has done a wonderful job. We've stripped off everything, all the fittings from the bulkhead here. I mean, it's got these delightful original fuse boxes, beautiful bits of kit with everything marked on the inside. Just lovely. Bakelite, made of Bakelite. There's the electric window fuses over there, which the electric windows were still a factory optional extra, again with their own schematic diagram for what is what. Just gorgeous. So we've painted it this rather unattractive colour of beigey horribleness, but that's actually what they left the factory with. This is the shade that they left the factory with. So we've taken all this off, carefully, Alex has carefully painted around it, and we put it back on, and I am very, very happy with the results. I would challenge anybody to say that that has been was not in a bit of a sorry state before. It's really turned out well. So Ryan can paint up to this. It will probably be two-tone, as the majority of Bentley S2s and S3s were. Yeah, this is moving on very nicely. We've had lots of, Ryan at Cheshire Prestige Paintworks has painted a lot of the parts for this car now, gloss, satin, black, depending on the part, so that we can get exactly the right finishes for the right parts. So the inner wings here, that bolt here, are gloss black, and they have removable panels here, a rectangular removable panel, because the spark plug, once the engine is in situ on the V8, the spark plugs are under the exhaust headers, the exhaust manifold, and they are almost impossible to get at from up here. So they actually have bolt-on removable access panels in the front inner wings. Crazy, really. Yeah, that was how they got round it. So this is progressing very well. It's going to go to Ryan shortly. All the bodywork and metalwork is now done. As I say, the fittings are painted, and this is going to begin to look rather wonderful very soon. Well, one car that's just worth a quick look at, a little soupçon of investigation while we're here, is this. This is a Rolls Royce Silver Cloud 2, which we've looked after for decades, actually, here. This is a long wheelbase version of an already big car. But I wanted to particularly look at the way, Keith Blatchley, I think, was the stylist at the time. Forgive me now, I'm digging deep. The Rolls Royce's very, very clever way of disguising the extra length. So it's in the back door, the extra length. The door would normally, I think it's about 4 inches extension, something like that. And the quarter light, this rear glass, is normally attached to the door with that upright there. But because of the clever way British coach builders design cars, this is actually the door, and this quarter glass stays on the body. Rather like the Phantom 5 or Phantom 6. The Phantom 5 was concurrent with this car. Very much for heads of state and mayors. A few mayors in the UK had them. Lucky them. Yeah, but it's just a beautiful styling touch. This car has got the electric division, so it hasn't got extra jump seats, it's just a very, very interesting insight into British coach building in the 1950s and 60s. Right, well no workshop Ketchup video would be complete without Craig's Corner. You're breaking the internet, Craig. So, and rightly so. I mean, here we have some of the Islero interior.
Yes.
And these are the door cards. And it seems a bit of an insult to call them door cards, really.
I know, yeah.
Including
Quite
these.
involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Including these armrests, which,
Yeah.
I mean, the intricacies of all this, they bear the closest scrutiny, really. They look absolutely amazing. But you've had a bit of a, this is the door pocket, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the armrest sits on there. And this has been a bit of a challenge.
Yes. As you can see, that's the, one of the,
one
one
here.
that's the one that's in the other room.
This is another Islero
Yes, that
interior
we've
we happen
got.
to have in here,
We've got two.
which is looking a little past its sell-by date.
Yeah, so it's got this door pocket here, which is quite crazy. It sort of hinges on that. All it does is it's just trimmed around that corner. Nothing spectacular. And as you can see, the wood is, it's almost like it's designed to break. You've got a piece, so you've got this segment here cut out. So we've reinforced this area with a piece of steel, so it still sort of hinges on that area.
So just have a look,
Yeah.
show L camera. Okay, so that there, this is a pull-out pocket,
Yes.
and
This will be trimmed at the back. It's not.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so you can't see through it.
Yeah.
But you've even used Connolly hide on the back there.
Yes.
haven't you?
Yeah. It's because we've got lots of pieces that we would never use on the main pieces.
Right.
So they're the perimeter of the hide, which would be not scrap, but
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not the best.
I mean, how inconsiderate of the cow to actually grow skin with different wrinkles in different places. Really. So you've trimmed the back of this with
Yes.
Connolly hide, and you mentioned that obviously the other bit's broken there, but
Yes.
you've done something with that to strengthen it up, haven't you?
Yeah,
as you say.
so the steel behind here, which you can just about see, which is
Right.
like an L-shaped bracket that we've put on. Otherwise, it was, we just thought we're going to fit it and then say, just don't ever use it, ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how that was how they were built.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. So that's it with all its guts taken out, if you see what I mean. That is the door card that came off the car. And there's just nothing, so there's nothing to it. That there,
Yeah. Okay.
that's how much it's perished.
So you've literally made new
Yes,
door
yeah.
cards. Everything about them is new then, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it is, yeah. So all these are separate panels. That's trimmed onto the body of the door card,
Right.
and then this is a panel, which is, if we take this here, so imagine all these panels being separate. So you've got that there, so that fits, so
Right.
that would fit there.
Yeah.
So I've riveted that on with the leather connected to it. So once you've riveted it on, you put the foam on and then you pull that around like that.
Right.
So we do the same with that one there,
Yeah.
and then we fit this one, and then we fit another one there. Yeah.
Right. Have you got all that? Because I certainly haven't. Anyway,
So-
moving right along, it looks great.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as ever, Craig, it's just stunning work. And we've got two Isleros here at the moment. This is bright work of this car, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Which they obviously had on them, this and this. And you fix that too. So that is essential. I mean, that's the armrest for it and the door pull, which goes something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just beautiful.
So involved for,
And how many hides did we get for this? 8, was it?
yeah, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're good.
Right, we've got the
Yes.
binding to do on the
Yes,
carpets.
yeah. And then we're on the last hide and the scraps, which
Right.
will bind the carpets.
And we're very good friends with the Connollys. Jonathan very kindly came up and showed us some of his leather exploits. Connolly have done all sorts of things. They trimmed a lot of the QE2 interior, or quite a bit of it. The captain's cabin, I think. The seats in the Houses of Parliament, they did. And their leather, you said to me the other day, their leather is peerless.
It's great. It's really good. I know we're doing.
We've used lots of leathers here. We won't mention them by name, but some of them were fitted as original equipment to very prestigious makes. And you say this?
This is
easier.
Yes, it's just much easier. It's tougher than it looks. It's got loads of stretch in it. It's just really good quality.
Yeah. When we're doing a restoration like this, for the sake of a few extra pounds, or quite a few extra pounds, it's a no-brainer, really.
Yeah, but the difference at the end is, it's vast, really.
And it's the surfaces you interact with when you're actually sat in the car driving it.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah.
It's what you're looking at.
Yes. Yeah.
So Craig, as ever, absolutely beautiful work, we'll let you get on.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Well, here we are with the Islero, which has come back from Ryan. He's done the most fantastic job of painting it. Craig has been chuntering away at the leather. We've actually put some of it, trial fitted it in the interior of the car just to see what it's going to look like when it's finished, and it's truly spectacular. We are waiting for a custom-made wiring loom to exactly match the original to come for this car. It's all in the detail. The wiring loom was a mess, really. It was completely unusable. Pete made the decision that it just was no longer of this world, that wiring loom. So we've had quite a lot of money, over £2,000 spent on a new wiring loom. And as soon as that comes, we can start to build the car up in earnest. The engine is over here. You can see how long it's been there, finished, ready. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the progress on this car. They didn't make many Isleros. I think it was about 225 something in total. Tiny by production car standards. But we're going to be seeing some real progress on this very soon. Well, the oft overlooked parts of classic car restoration are the detail bits. And I mentioned earlier about the Islero wiring loom. Another area is the glass on a car. When a car is restored, assuming the glass is okay, it's probably had a fairly hard life. And a lot of these classic cars have done reasonable mileages, which means every day the windscreen has been, or windshield for our friends across the pond, has been in jeopardy from stones flying up, rings, people wearing diamond rings to wipe the condensation off the inside of the windscreen, to windscreen wipers where the rubbers come off the end, scraping a groove in the screen. I mean, windscreens have a pretty hard life, really, and what we do is inspect all the glass and see, first of all, if it's reusable, which it is on this particular car, and then we generally have it polished to remove a lot of the imperfections on the outside of the screen, and this one in particular has come up beautifully. It really has. It's come to life very well, and it's also made by X, which was a very famous company, and I think they pioneered, or were certainly one of the leaders in, the triple laminated windscreen, which was glass, plastic, glass, 3 layers for safety, and it replaced the toughened windscreen. If you break a toughened windscreen, the whole thing literally shatters into 10,000 pieces. With a laminated screen, generally it will break, it will crack, but it will not break all the way through. Fantastic piece of safety innovation, actually, the laminated windscreen. So we've had all the windows polished on the car. It's coming on very well, this E-Type restoration. We're throwing quite a lot of attention at this car at the moment, and we've started to put the little decals on, the little stickers here and there, which just are the icing on the cake. So it's coming on really well. The fuel system is being built up. The carburetors have been overhauled and are looking beautiful. Pete has been systematically working around the car to check the electrics and slowly bring things to life with the complications of the wiring. Pete is such an amazing asset to the business. He really is. His auto-electrical work is fantastic. All the guys here are fantastic in their own right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. It is important, and we'll be back with something else very soon.